dress-up clothing, handmade dress-up clothing shop. And this is my YouTube channel, Loving Life at 60ish. And I'm coming on today. This is Sunday. Now, whether this will actually, whether this will actually air on Sunday is very hard to tell, because loading my videos up the last week has been really weird. Like, they've been taking so long. Now, granted, some of the videos are longer, but even the short ones have taken more time than usual. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that this will air on Sunday. We are headed into 4th of July, so a lot of people have a long weekend. And yeah, so anyway, I am here today for two reasons. One, if you get through this entire video, at the end, there's a freebie for you. And of course, obviously, you can fast forward to the end and see the freebie and everything. But there is one, and it's just kind of a thank you for being here. I'm getting closer and closer to 750 subscribers. And then, you know, I feel like it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to 1,000, which is not true. It's going to take a while, because these last, since 500 subscribers, this has taken longer to get to 750. And we're just over 700 right now. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a freebie. And I hope with the freebie that if you haven't subscribed already, that you will subscribe. And also, you know, as always, that you'll like and comment and all that good stuff. But before we get to that, it was requested of me by, whoops, oh man, what did I just do? I just went right out of my, let's see if I can go back to it. Oh, shop, buy, books to read, get to know, there it is. By Budget with Tracy, tagged me as well as a couple of other YouTubers in a video, and asked that we answer these get to know you questions. And so I'm going to do that. And I'm looking here because, whoops, I keep losing it. I did say I would take the challenge and that I would do it. And so I am going to answer. There are 40 questions. 40 questions. Some of them are short, though. And some of them I'm not going to elaborate on, because I, one, either don't feel the need to, or two, as transparent as I am about things, I don't necessarily need to push my thoughts onto you. So I don't want to do that. Not that anybody has been, but just, you know, so I will answer them. But like I said, some of them are really short and quick and to the point. And before I get started, I want to give you a weather report here in Maine. It is dark and gloomy, and it is pouring rain out. Pouring rain. Now, several years ago, oh boy, it was when we had our two little Pomeranians. They were brothers, 16 years old. One of them just, my husband and I were standing in the kitchen one morning. This was in the summertime, and we looked down at Simba, and Simba looked up at us, and he made a funny noise, and he fell over and he was gone. He was dead. And oh my gosh, we were a mess because he wasn't even the sick one. His brother Snuggles was the one that was sick and had seizures and stuff. And my husband picked him up and held him, but sure enough, he had left us. And a week to the day later, Snuggles had not been feeling good all week and was crying some. And I mean, there were actual physical tears. We never left him alone. We made sure one of us was with him all the time, held him, snuggled him, cuddled him, was very aware that he'd just lost his brother of 16 years and they had never once spent a night apart, not once. And so a week to the day, I was going to sleep on the couch because Snuggles couldn't get up into our bed. And he couldn't get off the bed if he needed to. And so we put a laundry basket in front of the couch and in a blanket and everything. And he had been sleeping in the laundry basket and I'd been sleeping on the couch. And he fell asleep and he never woke up. A week to the day that Simba passed away. And even though Snuggles had been sick, we believed that he died of a broken heart. Now, I'm sorry, that's a really sad story to start out with, but there's a point. That summer, it rained every single day from May 30th through July. It was July 17th or something like that. I can't remember the exact date. Every single day. Now, I don't mean it poured all day long or anything, but there was rain every single day and it was dark and it was gloomy. And we're talking a month and a half. And that's exactly what's happening this summer. Exactly. And I got to tell you, when already things are a little bit discombobbled in life, when you wake up every morning and know it's going to rain, it is really, really getting to us. Now, we kind of joked today. Today's Sunday, and we have family dinner on Sunday, and we did do that today, and we had some kind of heavy conversations. So in between, we were joking that I could get out in the garden on Thursday from, it was like first thing in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we were supposed to get rain again. And that's the only day this week that there's supposed to be any length of time where there's going to be sun and stuff. So anyway, that's the weather report here in Maine. How's your weather? I know some of you are getting as much rain as we are, but I also know that some of you need rain and are not getting it. So, and of course we, our hearts go out to the, Canada and the fires there. Our air quality is not good because we are very close to Canada. But secondly, I know that their air quality is a whole lot worse than mine. And so I try to remember that they need uplifting and they need prayers and thoughts. And I haven't watched the news in a few days, so I don't even know where that's all at. I'm in my head thinking maybe it's subsided, but I will have to check that out tonight. So 40 questions on my iPad. And this is from Budget with Tracy. Thank you for asking me to do this and tagging me in it. And I will tag a couple of YouTubers in this to do also. So that will be kind of fun. Okay, 40 questions. Do you have pets? Yes, we do. We have two King Charles Spaniels, Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. I guess that's how you say it. They were rescues in the manner that they were breeding dogs, and the owner was retiring them and wanted them to go to a home, you know, a good home where they could be dogs. So, and the breeder was a wonderful woman, or is a wonderful woman, and took very good care of them. So they've come to us. They've been with us for almost 4 years. And before them, I had my little Ruby, who was a Blenheim Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, who was a rescue from a Georgia backyard breeding. And then a family that had rescued him from there needed to find a home for her. And so, yeah, we have Merida, and who's black and tan. And we have Willow, who's black, white, and tan. And Willow's mother's name was Cruella DeVille, or Cruella, I guess, because of the black and white and such. So we have them. They're old dogs. They're Willow's ears are graying and getting white, actually. She has congestive heart failure, and Merida is a year younger than her, 2 years younger than her. So Merida's 7, and she does have a history of seizures, but other than that, she's just goofy, just a really goofy dog. So we have them, and then we have Amigo, our 16-year-old cat, who you oftentimes hear meowing outside my door. Are you in a relationship? Yes, I'm married. We just celebrated 30 years in April. Not all blissful years, but you know, it's okay, because that's how marriage can be. Do you drink alcohol? Very, very seldom. Very seldom. Like maybe once a year. Maybe. And even that, some years go by where I never have anything. So, and by alcohol, it would be like 1 glass of, I like sangria. I like the frozen fruit in it and the sweetness and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, no, it's just nothing that I am interested in. My family has a history of alcoholism, and yeah, so I just have chosen to not really, you know what? I never really liked the taste of it, and I hate the price of it. And I do not want to do a savings challenge so I can drink. So, that's my answer. Very, very seldom. Do you believe in God? Yes. Hot dogs or cheeseburger? That's a tough one. If it's red hot dogs, which is a New England thing, oh, a cheeseburger. I like red hot dogs, and I like well done dead cheeseburgers. That's a tough one. Let's see. If I was going to order one in a restaurant, it would be a cheeseburger. I haven't read these, you guys, so I have no idea what I'm up against here. Favorite food. Favorite food. Whoopie pies. Whoopie pies. That's another New England thing. If you're not familiar with it, it's 2 very thick chocolate cake cookies with cream in the middle. Usually a frosting with marshmallow fluff mixed into it. So yeah, that's my favorite food. My next favorite food would be birthday cake. I love birthday cake. Vanilla or white with sweet frosting. Love it. And we actually got to have some today because my son's girlfriend's birthday was this past week. My mother's birthday was today, but we'll celebrate that when she comes to visit. What do you drink in the morning? So I drank a bottle of water with fluid IV in it, it's called. It's very sweet, and it's water enhancer. It's a lemon lime flavor, and it has a lot of electrolytes and everything in it. Now, the reason why I started drinking that is I do not drink water well. And one bottle of that mixed in equals 3 bottles of water, according to that particular company. And so I drink that. And I try to drink the whole bottle of water before I drink anything else. And then the next thing I drink is I get my wine glass out, because as much as I don't drink wine, I love wine glasses, stemless wine glasses with, you know, I have a lot of Disney ones and ones with cute sayings on them, or ones that I've purchased when we've been on a trip or something, just to remind me of that. So I fill it halfway with ice, and I put a can of Diet Pepsi in it. And I've switched from Diet Coke to Diet Pepsi, because the Diet Pepsi doesn't bother my acid reflux like the Diet Coke does. So that's my coffee, because I don't drink hot coffee. And so, yeah, that's what I have in the mornings to drink. Can you do 100 push-ups? Nope. Could I ever? I think there was a time that I could when I was in college and I was studying dance. And, you know, I was dancing every single day, and it was a very physical study that I was doing. I think I probably could have, maybe. I don't know if I could have done 100, but no, yeah, I can't do them now. I'm not even sure if I could do one. Favorite season is, well, I would generally say summer. Now, I love every season except for winter. Winters are long and dark and cold here in Maine, and they take up most of the year, it feels like. So that's like my worst season, because I'm not a cold weather person. Like, I don't like to ski and stuff like that. So, generally, I would say summer. Summer so far here has been disappointing. But yeah, I like summer, and I love spring when everything's changing, and then I love fall when everything's changing again. The problem with fall is what's coming next. So summer is just right there, and there's something about summer that everything is a little slower and a little more casual. So summer. That's favorite season. Favorite hobby. Well, I love to scrapbook. Absolutely love to scrapbook. So I guess I would have to say scrapbook. That's probably my favorite. Although I haven't done any scrapbooking in over a month. So, do you have tattoos? Nope, don't have a single tattoo. Do you wear glasses? Yes, I have eye issues, and I know I've kind of spoken of that a little bit, but I had early onset fast growing cataracts when I was 51. And I had cataract surgery, and the surgeon put in multifocal lenses, and my eyes never agreed with them, and they can't be taken out because of all the scar tissue and everything. And then I had a lot of issues after that. I had laser surgery on the right eye, which happens a lot when you have cataract surgery, because the scar tissue covers the lens, and so they laser that. But my lens moved when that happened and made too big of a hole. So then I had what's called a wick, that the fluid came through from the back and attached to the front of my eye, so I couldn't see. So I had to have another surgery. So I wear readers, and otherwise I don't wear anything, but it's very hard for me to see without them. When I drive, I don't wear anything because bifocals don't work for me because of the multifocal lenses. I have a hard time with glare and blurriness and driving in the rain and driving in the dark. It's just like I never had cataract surgery. It's like I have cataracts and haven't had the surgery yet. So yeah, I wear glasses. Do you have any phobias or fears? I have a bunch. I mean, we don't even have the time. I am a very, I worry, I guess. And maybe that's different than a phobia or a fear. I have a phobia of mice and a fear of mice. And I also have a fear of bats. But mice is my big thing. And then, you know, I just have some free-floating type fears. I fear that I will outlive my children. And we lost a baby many years ago, and so that's a fear of mine that that could happen. Not losing a baby again, I'm beyond that, but I have a fear of drowning and a fear of burning in a fire. I mean, just real kind of free-floating type fears. So but no big phobias. I'm not afraid of going out of the house and things like that. I think mice was the worst for me. And one of my greatest fears is I won't get everything done I want to get done in life before I can't anymore, if that makes sense. Do you have a nickname? My grandson calls me Mimi. And when I was in college, my friends called me Niecy. And some of my nieces and nephews call me Aunt Dee Dee. But mostly people call me Denise. I am Denise, Mom, and Mimi. What is your favorite candy? Oh, I love Butterfingers. I love Butterfingers. And I also love Mallow Cups, but I'm not sure if that's a New England thing or not. So it looks like a peanut butter cup, only it's got marshmallow fluff inside of it instead. I love those. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. Rain or snow? That's, you know, boy, I'm so tired of rain. So tired of rain. I love the first couple of snowfalls. And there's nothing like a snow day. Like you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, that type of thing. And snow is pretty. So I guess snow. Do you have any piercings? Just my ears. What is your age? Well, I'm 60-ish. French fries or onion rings? If they're crinkle fries, French fries all the way. If they're spicy fries, forget it. Don't like them. And I love onion rings, but I'm pretty particular about what kind of onion rings I get too. However, if I'm in a restaurant, I seldom order onion rings. I almost always go with the fries that come with the meal. Let's see. Do you have any children? I have 3. I have a son who is 27. I have a daughter who is 31. And we have a baby, Angel, who would be 30. Let's see. No, she was born in 1994, so 29. And then I have a grandson also. What is your favorite color? Purple has always been my favorite color. Always been my favorite color. But as you can see behind me, pink is a second favorite. I really love pink. I don't have a lot of purple in my house, but I do have a lot of pink. So Purple and pink. Can you sing? Yes. So I was a singer in high school, and I did the all-state music festival type stuff. I sang in the choir or chorus. I also played a couple of instruments. And I can sing. I'm not a great singer, but boy, let me get in a car by myself with some good 80s music on. I can belt that stuff out, and I know every word. Can't tell you what I had for breakfast, but I can sing every word of those songs. And the songs of the 90s, the Janet Jackson and the Madonna, and I know all the words. So, yeah. Can you whistle? No. No, my grandfather tried to teach me. My dad tried to teach me. It doesn't happen. Where were you born? In Maine. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 3. I have 2 brothers and a sister, and I am the baby. Can you cook? Yeah, I can cook. I mean, I'm not a world-class chef by any stretch of the imagination, and cooking is not something that I really enjoy, but I can cook. I can, make pretty good meals. Can you swim? No, I cannot swim. Shower or bath? Okay, I love a bubble bath. Honestly, absolutely love a bubble bath with a good book. However, I shower every day, so I'm not sure what that question means. Do you prefer shower over a bath, or do you take a shower over a bath? I prefer a bubble bath, but I take showers. We're almost done. City or nature? Definitely nature. I'm not a city person. We live out in the country. Are you a good friend? I think I am a really good friend. In fact, my best friend and I had lunch together yesterday, and we were talking about that. And, she said, "You're such a good friend, Denise. You're always there, even, you're having a tough time, but you're still there to listen to what is going on with me and everything. And I don't feel like I'm such a good friend," which isn't true, which I told her. She's a very good friend. So yeah, I think I am a good friend. I have discovered as I've grown older that I don't need as many good friends, that it's easier to have, 4 or 5 really good, close friends to share with and spend time with in different ways too. Like my best friend and I, we definitely share different experiences than my friend that went to Disney with me. But I do think I'm a good friend. I think I have my moments when I'm not, where I'm self-centered and not very thoughtful, but I think for the most part I am. Have you broken any bones? I broke my toe in college, and my ballet master, his name was Gennady Vostrikov, and he had a very thick Russian accent, and he actually was friends with Baryshnikov. And he said, and I can't speak Russian, but he said, "You will put your point shoes on anyway." And so I danced on point with a broken toe. But that's the only broken bone I've ever had. Knock on wood. That's how it stays. What was your worst pain ever? Now, I don't know. Does that mean physical pain or emotional pain? Okay, I've always said that there are 3 things that have been in my adult life that have been the hardest, most painful things I've gone through. So one of them is the loss of our baby, and that was emotional pain. And then the second was when my dad died, and that obviously was emotional pain too. And the third was leaving my husband, which happened about, well, I don't even know, 10 years ago, and it was for almost a 2-year period. So emotional pain, I would say those 3. And then physical pain, oh, you know, labor. Labor and delivery is tough. Yeah, I think that's probably it. When I had appendicitis a few years ago, that was pretty painful. Yeah, I guess that's it. Do you like to dance? Yes. I do have another nickname, but it's a kind of a sign-off name, Dancingly Denise, because I have danced since I was almost 7 years old, and I went to college for dance education and dance performance, and then I owned a dance studio for almost 25 years, so I do like to dance. Nowadays, I have an alarm on my phone, and it goes off at 4 o'clock every afternoon, and I try to put a song on and just dance to it, no matter what I'm doing. Well, I mean, you know, unless I'm out and about or whatever, but yeah. Camping or hotel, hands down hotel. I am not a camper. Don't have any interest in it. Do you think you're weird? Yep, I think I am. And you know, my kids tell me I am. My grandson tells me I am. I have a odd sense of humor. And I do. I think I'm weird. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm, you know, kind of proud of it, I guess. Do you enjoy gardening? Yes. What is the one thing you would like to grow in your garden? Well, I really hope my sunflower seeds come up, but I planted them and then it rained and rained and rained. And so I haven't seen any signs of them, which I need to check. I won't go out today because it's pouring out, but maybe tomorrow there'll be some breaks in the rain that I can at least go check. What is your growing zone? My growing zone is generally zone 5. There's an occasional perennial that is a zone 4 that will continue to come back here. And there are some things that are zone 5 that won't come back, that you know, means that I'm sort of in between that zone 4, zone 5, zone 6, but mostly zone 5. Yeah, and that's it, you guys. That's all. I didn't count them, but it says it's 40 questions, so I'm thinking that's 40 questions. Thanks again to Budget with Tracy, and if you have not checked out her channel, you should definitely do that. And she comes on here quite often and leaves a comment. And so go on over to her channel and tell her that you were sent over by me. And yeah, that would be sprinkling a little joy in her life. So, freebie, just because, and this is sort of specific to the USA, because it is red, white, and blue. I had to, guys. It's, you know, it's going to be the 4th of July coming up. So, I did do a 4th of July one, but, you know, anybody can use it. I mean, you know, it's red, white, and blue. So, this is it. It's got my pals on it. They look like they're in a parade. And then the color in is a heart with stars and stripes. And each one has a number this is showing backwards, so I don't know if it will show right when you see the video or not, but it's save $180, and it's in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 increments. And when it's all colored in, you will have saved $180 towards whatever. It doesn't have to be towards the 4th of July, obviously, but we don't need that kind of money for the 4th of July here. We don't do a lot anymore. My husband's brother owns a camp, and for years we've gone out there, taken, you know, dishes to share with everybody, and just enjoyed visiting with people. But and then sometimes we go to the fireworks, but the last 3 years we've really done nothing. And the only money we need for 4th of July generally is just to pick up a few things, you know, like potluck things. So I want to use this, but I'm not sure what it will go towards. But I do like the increments of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, because on a good savings week where I have a little bit more money, I could do 10, but on lower budget weeks, you know, there's a 2. So, and if you can't do a 10, you could always cut it in half and do 5, and then do 5 the next time. So this is for you all, just to say thank you. And it will be down below in the description. There'll be a link that you can click on. It will take you to Google Docs, and you can download it and print it off. And I hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow, Monday, for a Etsy shop drop. And I have some new fun things. Most everything has been a request from people. I'm trying to get those requests done as quick as I can. So, yeah, I will see you tomorrow. And thanks for going with me for 40 questions. Bye.